Alright, what's up guys? Today I'm going to do a video talking about my red E36 sedan build that I'm doing for next year. And we're going to walk over here and show you it, and then I'm going to pull it out and start working on it and hopefully get it running today. And I have to play musical cars to get a pathway here, but let's take a look at this thing. So this is a 325i E36 obviously. It's an automatic. I've had it for a long time. We got it with a bad automatic, but a running M50 for 600 bucks. So really good steal. I already have some coilovers for it and a turbo kit, and I need to get some XXR wheels for it. But it's pretty nice, black interior, leather and everything. A bunch of pieces are out of it right now, but I'm gonna investigate what it takes. We're gonna drag it out of here after I move a couple vehicles. I'm gonna probably have to move the blue M3 and the wagon, and then get a pathway between this tree and that pole to go out, because I don't think we might be able to make this corner, but my 240's in the way and it's not running either, so it'll be easier to just move these running cars and get this thing out of here. So I know the math is disconnected, it's in there somewhere, and we're not putting the turbo kit on yet, so I'm just going to put it back to stock to get it running. I'll have to obviously put a battery in it, looks like. And let's look under the hood and see what's up. I have a spare clutch and stuff for it from another car, or my old clutch rather. The intake's been open and it's been sitting out here, so I'm probably going to end up pulling the intake manifold and cleaning in the ports and stuff just to make sure there's not a bunch of debris in there. But I think I have pretty much everything. It looks like I need a cowling trim piece. I don't know why that's been pulled off. I'll have to put all that back. But I probably just stole parts off of it at some point for my drift car. But yeah, this is the new sedan. It doesn't look like much, but hopefully later today I'll have it cleaned up. Definitely have to have that panel redone, but the seats and stuff have actually already been redone and they look really good. So yeah, maybe you can catch a ride with me next season or later this season with this car, and we'll have AC and tunes and everything, and actually be comfortable. So I'm gonna go move the blue M3 right now, and then the wagon, and we will get started. This car is pretty cool. It's a built S52. It hasn't been driven in forever because it has a blown head gasket, unfortunately. It's just leaking between the cylinders slightly. But it's got a 6-speed traction control and all sorts of cool stuff. Let's see if she fires up. Dang old big block M3s, man. Cool. It actually, wow, look how dirty that window is. I love the way 3.2s sound. They're so much gnarlier sounding than my 2.9. It's cute. Completely forgot I have like M3 knuckles and brakes for this thing too. So, sweet. And is that a good trog? Yeah, it's a junk. Got a ZF somewhere. Alrighty. Install this handy dandy little factory tow hook. Okay. And we should be good to go. The transmission's in neutral, steering's unlocked. Got somewhat of a pathway here. I'm just gonna back the truck up over here and throw a strap, or maybe a chain if I have one, and just pull it out this way. Alrighty, I could probably squeeze it a little bit closer here, but we're right by that tree and right by that pole. I don't really feel like getting extra crunk with that. Oh, cool. We gotta have that. Motion Motorsports under panel. I guess I'll throw that on too. I love finding old parts. I have so many nice parts that I forget about. So I guess I need to just get a strap to go from there to the tow hitch, which I install right here. the hole. Cool. Alright, got that on. Now to find a strap. Well, my method is actually working great. Got a chain on there, and I'm just very slowly pulling this thing back. Now I think I'm gonna have to start turning the wheel, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Might have to get somebody to steer this thing for me. Getting my nice new sedan. Wow, I'm so excited. Auto tragic. Oh no. Let's see the. Oh, we got an intercooler in here. Sweet. Let's turn this wheel a little bit. See if that's good. No, it's probably too much. I'll start with that. That's probably going to turn straight in just a second. Let's try. Alright, got my red car pulled out, but my dad's blue M3 and the wagon are both completely covered in pollen. As you can see, it looks like yellow just everywhere. So I'm going to do a wash job on all three of them. Might as well, it's a beautiful day out here, get a little bit of sun, and do some work. Look at this. Man, that's pretty bad. This thing has a brand new paint job on it too. You can't even tell because it's so freaking dirty. I'm super excited about this car. Ready. You just lower it and get some XXR wheels for it, and we'll see about doing over fenders and stuff or not. I'm not sure. Have not decided if I want to do like a stock metal fender fitment and not deal with cutting it up and just run like a 235 on maybe a 9 or 9.5, or go ahead and cut it and do overs and then 265. So we'll see about that. All right, well, getting this thing prepared to fire back up. Got an ugly 15-inch spare in there. I had to go get a battery for it and got that. It's on the trickle charger right now. I see a little bit of rust down in here, just surface rust. It's really light, but I'm gonna go ahead and scuff that up and clean it and spray some kind of paint over it so that it won't continue to rust. And up here, got to put the wiper motor and stuff back in. I think I had that out to try to add wipers to my drift car at one point before I realized that it wasn't going to work for some reason. I think maybe they're different, sedan versus coupe. I don't know. And after that, we got to hook up the throttle cable, throttle body, MAF, intake, and then let's see. Also, the fuel pump's out of it right now, so I'll have to go find a fuel pump and throw one in. Alrighty. Got the ASC traction control throttle body thing deleted. Just pulled it off this little bracket here. And I put the wiper motor back in. I got one nut on it there. Those are just what holds it up. But I'm missing one over here, so I think I'm going to have to get that from BMW or just figure out the thread hooks and go pick something up. Pretty weird size though. I don't know if I'll be able to find that. So once I get that done, I will go ahead and finish hooking up this intake stuff. So I need to put on the mass airflow sensor and the intake air box, which goes right here. But before I do that, I want to get new clips for the throttle. These little plastic clips are worn out, and I'm missing one on this side. I've got the cruise control side hooked up, but the actual throttle side I need to get a clip for so this barrel can sit in it correctly. So I will get that, and then I'm going to go ahead and finish putting on the intake and stuff. ECU is still in this thing. I don't think I've taken it out. I'll double check that. And batteries, the new battery is charging right now. So once that's done, and I've got all the intake and stuff back on, I can switch my attention to the fuel pump, which is currently out of the car. I just popped the seat in here because I was trying to see how nice it looked. But there's no pump in here. Let's see. Get that up. Okay. And now pull the sound deadening. And this isn't even screwed down. I just got it in here. So the fuel lines are not hooked up. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the hanger out so we can hang the new pump on it. Right now I just have a spare Walbro 255 that I'm going to throw in here. I'm actually going to put a Walbro 400 in it. Oh, there is a pump in there. It's a stock one. I'm going to put a Walbro 400 E85 version in here because I am going to run this car in E85 eventually. I'll run a bunch more boost than a stock pump or 255 can handle. So, oh, this thing's actually in really good shape. So the factory sleeve piece here isn't even cracked up, and the rubber on the sides, those are typically missing or falling apart. E85 eats those up real bad, so I'll have this car on pump gas for a while. It's not really going to be a big deal to put a Walbro 255 in it, although I'm kind of confused right now. This looks like an upgraded fuel pump. Maybe I'm doing this for nothing. The investigation continues. That may be a 255. Alright, after further inspection, this is 100% an aftermarket fuel pump. I didn't remember we already put one in there, but this is like somebody's hanger kit and stuff. Pretty sure this is just a Walbro 255, but that'll be fine. Single Walbro 255 on gasoline can support like 500 wheel, and we're only looking for like 3 to 4, so that'll be more than enough. Just go ahead and throw this thing back in. Pretty dirty tank down there. I may just try to wipe out the bucket at least real quick. Alright, getting it cleaned out. There was just a bunch of fuel varnish from sitting down there and basically not refilling the tank. So, when cars sit for a really long time, gasoline does that shit. Just creates little deposits, or leaves little deposits rather. Let's see if we can get this thing cleaned up. Much better. Probably wipe a little bit more and then we'll call it good. Alrighty, now we've got it wiped down in there pretty good. Just gonna drop the pump back in, which is a little bit of a tricky thing to do. You always want to make sure that when you're dropping pump down in there that you don't knock the filter off trying to be too aggressive or something. Then you're running with no filter and you kill your pump real fast like. Okay, I just noticed one other thing we're missing. There's a little rubber seal that goes right in between this lip and the tank, and that's not present. So as soon as I tighten all this up, it's going to leak like crazy, so I better go find one of those. Well, go figure. I go look for the seal for that tank, and I find I just have a spare Walbro 400 E85 version. I don't think anything's wrong with it, but now the conundrum, do I put this one in or do I just roll with what I got? Alright, I found the plastic retainer ring, the little thing that just holds everything in place on top, but I still need the seal, so that may be something I have to get from BMW. I can't seem to find a spare in the shop. So I'll get that along with the little nut for the wipers, and I guess we'll be pretty close being able to try to fire it. We ran last time, we ran it, but that was a couple of years ago, so I also have to swap out the brake pedal from an automatic to a manual, so it's not all wide like Fielding's dumbass brake pedal, and then add the clutch pedal. So, getting there. Man, I love this red. Rod, it just looks so good. It's so freaking bright. Alright, well I guess that'll do it for this video. Stay tuned for part 2. Alright, I think that's going to do it for this video, guys. Stay tuned for part 2 where I actually get the fuel pump fully installed with the seal. We'll get the wipers mounted all up and get the new battery in, and then we should be able to fire it up. I need to get a couple more things, I think. Yeah, the plastic clips for the throttle cable, just to make sure that those are tensioned correctly and all that. And I think there's a bushing as well that I need there. And then we got to get some BC coilovers on this thing and lower it. Yeah. Stay tuned. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.